So you guys help me welcome Andrea Wise Brown to the Women Who Win platform. So again, I know you guys are going to jump in the comments when you watch it. So just say hey to her when you jump in. But I say welcome, welcome, welcome. And again, thank you for joining me.
Absolutely, Tammy. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
I want to jump right in to ask you, what does mental health awareness mean to you?
Okay, so it is bringing awareness to every single human being on this earth about the importance of taking care of your mind, about prioritizing taking care of your mind, keeping your mental healthy. And so there is a difference between mental health and mental illness. Because of the stigma surrounding the words mental health, people assume when you hear that term that means crazy, weakness, something's wrong. But in actuality, it doesn't. It means the opposite. When my mental is healthy, then my life is healthy. And this is the deal, though, Tammy. This is the deal. And even if you are diagnosed with a mental illness, still, come on, jump on this train. You can still get your mental healthy. So mental health, and my tagline is mental health is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. It is nothing that just happens over there or with those people over there. No. It's you, it's me, it's all of us. So it's really prioritizing taking care of our minds, making that a part of our daily lifestyle.
Yes, and I'm going to go ahead and just add that to the screen. Mental health is a lifestyle. Yes. So I remember growing up and didn't know it then, but my mother had some challenges, and back then it was called having a nervous breakdown.
Oh, yeah.
So when do you think we as a community took the curve? Because now therapy is more celebrated, it's more talked about, more tolerated. When did our community take a turn to stop shunning away from, nervous breakdown or something's wrong, to saying, no, this is mental health and therapy is okay?
Yeah, let me tell you when it happened. It's not until your favorite comedian or your favorite athlete or your favorite entertainer, your favorite actor or actress starts talking about mental health that now it starts to normalize the conversation. So when you have people like Taraji P. Henson, Charlemagne the God, LeBron James, when you have these people talking about mental health, now in our community, where people shied away from it when it was taboo, but now they're saying it. Oh, so let me see. Oh, what are they talking about? Oh, so now it's cool. But guess what? I'm not mad at it at all, honey. As long as we here.
Yes.
That's what I'm about. So I'm just very grateful to God. It doesn't matter how we get it, just as long as we get it. So I believe that the amount of attention that celebrities have given the words mental health, since they've given it so much attention and light, I think it's normalized the conversation. And now it's cool to be a part of mental health. And I'm here for it all day.
Wow. So I really want to, because, we hear it all the time, and I'm going to kind of couple these two together. You hear and see people post, check on your strong friends. So from a mental health perspective, how do you feel about the whole strong woman syndrome that has taken over the lives of so many women in so many ways? And how do you think we can combat that from a mental health perspective?
Yeah. So what I would say to all of the strong women out there, the strongest thing and the smartest thing that you can do is to make sure that your mind is strong first. Make sure that your mind is healthy first. Because a lot of times, we've had to run the family. We've had to lead the family. We don't want to lead the family, but we've had, because of circumstances, to lead the family. And so We don't have time. We don't think. Or we've been taught that we don't have time to cry. We don't have time to complain. All we have time to do is just to get into action and do, make things happen. Take care of everyone around us. But what I'm saying is in order for you to do that, you have to take care of you first. Put your mask on first, like they say on the plane, because your strength doesn't last for long. And it's like, listen, this is what I want to ask you. If we could imagine a vase that we see, and the vase may appear to be all formed up and in position and beautiful. But sometimes the reality says is when we go up close to that vase, if we really look at it and take our times, we could see so many cracks because it's fallen so many times. It's broken. But what we do, we don't want to show anybody that the vase is broken. So what we do to make it look good, so that we look strong, so that the appearance looks appealing, we just keep gluing it back together, tacking it back together, and sitting it back up. Well, the vase is not going to hold for long. It won't hold for long because at some point it's going to start leaning one way or another, which is going to affect everything else around it. So what I say to strong women is take care of your mind first. You are strong. You are resilient. You are amazing because God made you that way, but not just because you act and take care of other people first and disregard your own needs. So if you want longevity and you want to be strong, we have to commit and prioritize taking care of our minds first. Whether the women are strong or whether you consider yourself weak, like that's what you need to do. Because women are leaders. We nations, honey. We birth nations. That's just what it is.
Yes. So when I met you, I got this great little tool, the 6 pillars to power up your mind. So tell us about the inspiration behind this and why this is such an important tool for our community.
Yeah, so that is an easy to read go-to guide that you can put by your bedstand. Anytime you may be feeling a little down or under the weather, you may find that your mood is low, or you might find that you're feeling overwhelmed. You may be anxious, have some high anxiety, but don't really understand why and what to do about it. So what that little teeny book is so thin. It is an easy read, and my intention was to make it a easy read because I want everyone to be able to get that information from it and decipher actually what the information is so that you can use it for yourselves, no matter how old you are. But what you do is it's a go-to guide. You go to it, you pick it up, and you finger through it to figure out, okay, wait a minute. Is this what I'm feeling? And let me understand why I'm feeling this. And then let me see what it is that I can do about it. And it's all of that information within those 6 pillars within a small little book. So I wanted it to be something that was easy to obtain, something that was easy, just basically easy to read. And for everyone. So that's pretty much what that is. It's a guide to keeping your mind healthy and strong, and it's based in science. 6 pillars, just 6 pillars. Yeah, you have to do all 6 at the same time, but still do them. And I think that when you understand how they actually help you, that it can be helpful and empowering for you.
Yes. So I'll bring up your contact information at the end, but the book, is it going to be available on your website? Because I'm going to share that at the end.
Yes, it's okay. On my website. Yep, absolutely. And I believe on my website right now, I may have a sale. I think it's a sale up there on my website, but you can go to my website, which is awisebrown.com. And or you can go to Amazon and you can get it.
So I was reading some things on your website, and I saw that you used to be a cosmetologist.
Yes.
So how did you go from hairstylist to the stars? And I'm just saying it that way because you look so glamorous, like a superstar. to mental health expert. How did you make that turn and transition? And I think it's pivotal because I think as women, we have so many gifts, and sometimes we lock ourselves into the first box we jump in and don't
Yes.
realize that we can, do other things. So, how was that transition for you from fashion, styling, hairstyling to now mental health expert?
Oh, Tammy, that's a great question. I'm interviewed all the time, and no one asked me that question, so that it's good. And let me say that yes, I was a hairstylist to many strong, smart women, but also stars. But this was the thing. So this, are you ready for the story?
Yes, bring it.
Okay, as long as you have time. So basically, when I was doing hair, I owned my own salon at the time, and I loved the women who I served. The women would come in, we were like family and we're friends. However, as would do hair, I was really good at it. Like you said, I love that because we have many talents. Women, you have many talents. Don't you close yourself into a box. So I was really good at doing hair and taking care of hair, but I found that I wasn't passionate about it. And I realized that it wasn't my purpose. It was my purpose at the time, but it wasn't my purpose for my entire life. So at the time, it paid me well, and I was pretty much in survival mode. So I was in survival mode because it paid me well, but I wasn't really living in my true genius. Yeah. And so I was trying to figure out, yeah, what is that thing? And I will tell the truth always. I'll give credit to Oprah Winfrey. She's my mentor. She don't know she's my mentor, but she is. So Oprah Winfrey, because every day, okay, in my salon at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Oprah Winfrey was going to be on that television. You hear me?
Yes.
Whether it was under the dry, wherever, we talked about everything in that salon. But when it was 4 o'clock, all attention was on Oprah. And
yes.
So at that time, when I was 19 and 20, all I would hear them talk about that's when she was talking about your passion and your purpose and finding your passion and your purpose. And Iyanla Van Zandt, that's how I was introduced to Iyanla because she was on there. And she got on there and, we was trying to, okay, what is your passion and your purpose? And once you find it, you're going to be happy for the rest of your life. And I was just show up at work every day. And I would greet my people that I loved, my clients, and do their hair. But I just was not passionate about it. I said, there's something else to this. There's something else I'm supposed to be doing. So Iyanla said, get on your belly. Get on your belly. Ground yourself and get on your belly and ask God, And at the time, one of my best friends who worked for me at the time, we worked together. We were like, okay, what's the purpose? Because I've always been trying to move to the next level in life. That's just who I am. And so got on our bellies. And the question was, if we had all the money in the world, what would we do? Like, what would you just do with your time? And I often ask people that now. What would you do with your time? And what I knew was clear was I am a person, I was born to empower others. Like born to empower others. So whether I'm helping you decorate your home, whether I'm doing your hair, it doesn't matter whether it's what I have on. Like I know that the gift that God gave me was to empower others. And I've always been the friend or the family member who other people came to for advice. Always. So even imagine being in a salon, and as I'm in the salon, my clients, when they would come, they would always be talking about their issues and this and that and what happened to them. And they would always ask me for advice. Now, so when and it was just something easy for me to do, right? But so when I got on my belly, going back to getting on the belly, what is it I would do if I had all the money in the world? Like, what would I spend my time doing? And that was it. It was empowering others and giving advice. Because I don't care if I'm in a supermarket. You got your cart in the front of me. I got my cart in the back. I see you got something in it. Girl, don't you know that was on set? Like, that's my thing. I see you doing something well. I'm going to call it out. Do you know that you have a gift? Like, that's just who I am. I've always been like that. So
Mm,
my thing was that was it. It was to empower others. It was to speak to nations. It was to speak life into people. But then I
mhm,
got stumped. It was two parts that I got stumped on. So one was every time that I would give advice. Now this was layman's advice, child, because I ain't went to school and I ain't know how to do it, and my stuff wasn't even right. Okay, my personal stuff wasn't right. But I'm thinking I'm giving advice. But what I couldn't understand is why would people walk away like, yes, they would be empowered, but they would come back and be in the same daggone position. Like they would never change behavior. So I said, okay, Andrea, if you start empowering people and being a motivational speaker, and you are going to have to learn everything that there is to know about the brain, why
mhm,
it works the way it does, why it stops working. And you're going to need to know everything there is to know about human behavior. Why
mhm.
can people know what to do but not act out on it? Because my thing was to figure out what that thing was so I can help you overcome it so you can get over that speed bump in life and find and live the life that you desired. So that
Yes.
for me was so important. And then that's when I realized I needed to go to school and I needed to learn about the brain and human behavior. And that pretty much, I'm gonna cut you off because I got so much more to tell you. But anywho, but that is,
But we'll have to do a part two then to get the rest of the story.
we'll talk about fear and how I gained 60 pounds and all that, overcoming my fears. But I learned so much about myself on
Wow.
that journey. So it was a journey that I had to take. And it was also a journey that helps me today, to also help others. So yeah, that was
Mm,
how it started, why it started. And I've been going ever since. And I think I may be 15 years in now, and speak all around and television, do
yeah.
all the things that I dreamed that I would do years ago. God is amazing. God is amazing.
Mm. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Look, we gotta reel this in because I know you have another appointment after this. Because look, I can feel us shifting because when you start testifying, look, we can go a whole nother way.
Yes, yes.
So I'm gonna put your website back up just to encourage people. This great little tool, as she said, it's an easy read, but it's powerful. The 6 pillars to power up your mind.